Good evening, dear viewers, and welcome to the 6 p.m. Prime News on Camdis Television in the English language. We begin right away with our major stories. The National Center for the Production of Biometric Passports in Cameroon have been inaugurated this August 25th by the Delegate General for National Security, Martin Mbarga Ngili. And now the Social Democratic Front Party, SDF, is divided over the attacks in the church in Bali that occurred over the weekend. Jean-Michel Anichel and Joshua are at loggerheads. Roger Miller will have a new house in the weeks ahead. His Douala residence will be renovated on the instructions of His Excellency President Paul Biya. Thanks for joining us. If you are just tuning in, this is the 6 p.m. Prime News on Camdis Television. Roger Miller will soon have a new house. These are the instructions of His Excellency President Paul Biya, and his house in Douala will be renovated. We have details of this report with Tabby Clarkson.
Albert Roger Miller, he is the one, almost a living legend. The President of the Republic has instructed that his home be renovated before the upcoming African Cup of Nations that Cameroon will be organizing from the 9th of January to the 6th of February 2022. Albert Roger Miller, roving ambassador, a goal-getter who has on several occasions made proud the colors of Cameroon in several football competitions. Albert Roger Miller has made the green, red and yellow colors proud in the 1990 World Cup in Italy at the age of 42. He scored 4 goals coming from the bench. He succeeded in qualifying Cameroon and making Cameroon to be the first African country to qualify for a quarterfinals of a World Cup competition for the upcoming African Cup of Nations that Cameroon will be organizing after that of 1972. Albert Roger Miller is appointed one of the officials of the organizing committee. During the draws recently at the Yaoundé Conference Center, Albert Roger Miller was present and highly appreciated by another African football legend, Didier Drogba. By asking his house in the nation's economic capital, Douala, to be renovated, the President of the Republic, President Paul Biya, is simply again giving to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Albert Roger Miller during the African Cup of Nations will no doubt receive some personalities at home, and of course it's been very normal for his home to receive some renovations worth some over 16 million francs CFA.
That was a very good news there for Roger Miller, a former indomitable lion of Cameroon. We now take you to this other information. The ceremony to inaugurate the National Center for the Production of Biometric Passports took place this August 25, 2021 in Yaoundé, in the presence of governors, ambassadors, members of the diplomatic corps and top officials of the government. His Excellency President Paul Biya was highly represented by the Delegate General for National Security, Martin Mbarga Ngili. A new dawn for Cameroonians living in Cameroon and those in the diaspora, as the process to obtain a biometric passport would take just 48 hours. The Minister of State, Secretary General of the Presidency, Ferdinand Gongo, said the partnership between Cameroon and the consortium from Portugal is one of His Excellency President Paul Biya's achievements to make Cameroon an emergent country. Different branches are ongoing in Douala and Garoua. Construction works that are going on. It is said that constructions will be completed by the end of November this 2021. We take you now over to security issues that have been rocking the country for some time now by talking over about the political party SDF. The SDF party has been divided. There are serious queries there between Joshua and Jean-Michel Anichel over the incident that occurred in Bali that led to the killing of one lady in the church of the Presbyterian Church there in Bali. The gruesome killing inside the Presbyterian Church was one that brought some disputes amongst these two political icons in Cameroon. Tabby Clarkson completes the story for us.
The attacks in a church in Bali has come to put once again in public the disunity within the ranks of the SDF party, the Social Democratic Front. On Sunday, the 22nd of August, during a church service at the Presbyterian Church in Bali, unidentified gunmen shot a Christian faithful, a lady who died on the spot, and the pastor who is presently receiving medication at the Bamenda Central Hospital. The good news here is that the life of the pastor is not in danger. Following this abominable act, the attack in a church in God's house, two eminent SDF MPs came out to decry the attacks, but each in a separate way. The first outing was that of Honorable Joshua Osi, whom in his press release came out to say government has to put all on deck to end the crisis in the northwest and southwest regions, and that the SDF is the only political party that is working for peace, social cohesion, equality and social justice in our country, and killing somebody in God's house is unacceptable, and that government should take actions against the perpetrators of the attacks. On his part, Honorable Jean-Michel Nietzsche says condemning the attacks and allowing the populations without any concrete actions will not solve the problem. According to Jean-Michel Nietzsche, real peace can only be achieved if there is an inclusive, frank dialogue and if the form of the state is stable for discussion in the presence of political parties and civil society organizations. Jean-Michel Nietzsche and Joshua Osi of recent have been at loggerheads. Jean-Michel Nietzsche some months back slammed Article 8.2 on Joshua Osi for not respecting parties' ideologies in the littoral region where he is regional president of the SDF. Despite appeasement calls from the chairman, Nijon Fonzi, the battle between Osi and Ninche is far from ending.
We are just some few weeks to the resumption of the 2021-2022 academic school year. Some parents say they're doing their best to make sure that their children have the basic necessities to when school resume, whereas others say business is very slow, and for this reason they are yet to buy some of the needs that the children need to resume school. BrigadeAntiSardinard completes the story for us.
For many parents, the month of August marks the start of back to school. This year is no different, even in the midst of the variant of COVID-19, as parents are struggling and working more harder to make sure their children go to school the first weeks of school resumption. The preparation process, however, is not an easy task. According to some parents, times are hard and businesses are slow, but they say it won't stop them from preparing and registering their children into the new academic school year. I am a businesswoman, so every time when I am coming back from the market, I make sure I save 2,000 francs or 3,000 francs. Since I have only a daughter, I have already saved 100,000 francs for her back to school. I have been keeping this money since 3 months now. Some parents have not started any preparation as far as back to school is concerned, but are convinced that with time they will be able to register and prepare their children before the school weeks. I have 5 children. I don't know what to do. I am a cleaner somewhere. For them to even pay me is difficult. I am here going up and down, looking for my sister-in-laws. If I borrow, what will I pay with? It's really difficult. Only God knows. As it is often said, education is power. It is always a great joy for every parent to see that their children attain a certain level of education. With the help of contributions and other savings, these parents are prepared to do anything for their children to go back to school.
Thanks to the partnership between the Yaoundé 3 municipality and the Cameroon Institute of Sciences, some 300 students have benefited from an attestation worth 2,000 francs from this institute that would enable them to acquire knowledge in that institution. BrigadeAntiSardinard tells us more.
Training is an essential element in the supervision of youth. It is for this reason that the partnership between the Yaoundé 3 municipality and the Cameroon Institute of Applied Training has enabled some 100 to 300 youth to be rewarded with attestation this Wednesday, 25th August, at the Yaoundé 3 municipality. It is an opportunity given to these youth to undergo professional training in different and modern trades in the Cameroon Institute of Applied Training.
The mayor of the Yaoundé 3 Council is interested in training youths because he believes that with the training of youths, we can have a better livelihood within the community. And he has put a packet of 37.5 million this year to train 150 youths within the municipality of Yaoundé 3. This is just in line with the president, the head of state's vision for the youth to emerge by 2035.
The mayor of the Yaoundé 3 municipality, Luke Owona, is however realizing the great concern of His Excellency Paul Biya, which is to promote young Cameroonians by involving them into professional quality training that can help ameliorate their lives and for them to be independent and become self-employed. The beneficiaries are entitled to the sum of 200,000 francs each that has been deposited in this institution for their training for the period of 1 year, which during this period they will be trained in different trades, and at the end of the training they will concept a project that will help expose them into the world of employment. The mayor therefore advised them to be focused in order to ameliorate their lives and that of the municipality at large.
We now talk sports. Cameroon loses its entry match against modest team from Thailand. A meeting within their reach of the Intermutable Alliance cadets of the net, who nevertheless won the first set, but lowered their guards in the rest of the match. We'll listen to an excerpt of the head coach, Jean-Patrice Ndaki, and one of the players, Wilfried Ngamo, on the microphone of our special envoy in Iran, Aimé Moukoko. His report.
So today was unusual volleyball for us. We are not used to this type of play, but we didn't play at all from the second set till the end. We were behind because we lose concentration, and we lose also the fighting spirit. I know these kids, they can do better. So that's the only point of disappointing today. But I hope tomorrow they will have a good sleep and tomorrow think about the next game. We play at 10, so we don't have a lot of time to complain or to shout or to scream or to yell, to cry. We have to focus from tomorrow morning to defeat Russia.
Today we lost against Thailand, and it was not easy. It was a match that we could win it, but unfortunately, it was not our day, and we returned that in this match. In this competition, we are far from being the best, and we must give our best to pass to the next round. As for me, all is fine here. Everybody is happy to be with another, and we are all happy to be with our coach and and the other people of other countries.
Dear televiewers, it is with that note from Iran that we draw the curtains of a 6 p.m. Prime News on Camdi's television. Here are headlines. The National Center for the Production of Biometric Passports have been inaugurated this August 25, 2021 by the Special Delegate of National Security, Special Representative of His Excellency President Paul Biya. O.C. Joshua and Jean-Michel Anichu, all from the SDF party at loggerheads concerning the gruesome killing of a lady in Bali inside the Presbyterian Church on Sunday over the weekend. Roger Miller will have a new house in the weeks ahead. His Douala residence will be renovated on the instruction of His Excellency President Paul Biya. Thanks for being there. Take another rendezvous tomorrow when it's exactly 6 p.m. Do not go away. More interesting programs will be yours over Camdi's television. And at exactly 8 p.m., the Director General Jacques Zé will bring you news in the French language. Thanks.